Good day to you, how are you? Welcome indeed to this part 19 of Disco Elysium. The time hath come. The time for what? Let's find out.
So, naturally, being the curious cat I am, I asked what time hath come. To which you replied...
To which we replied...
The time hath come for tequila sunset. The end of all things.
Of course. Of course. Oh, God. What happened next?
Your reality contracted. You jammed the pedal, plowed right off the jetty, and through the ice.
Yeah, I figured. We found the wreckage of the motor carriage. So, yes. Still stuck in the ice.
Your hands cramp on the steering levers.
We ran towards the ice whilst you crawled your way out, miraculously unhurt, covered in seaweed and shit. Like some kind of sea monster.
Do you mean actual literal feces or just seaweed and whatever was in the ocean?
When we finally got there, you were sitting on the beach crying. You said that your badge and uniform were in the car. It was too late to get in there, though. The carriage had sunk too deep.
I got them back. I'm kind of wearing the uniform. That's gotta stink by now, yeah? Could be all wet and soggy and reek of seaweed and fish and salt.
Recognizing a brother in need, we offered our condolences and invited you to party with us, which you naturally agreed to.
Naturally.
We asked about the whole tequila sunset thing, and you told us it was your name now, and insisted that we all call you that from then on.
Wait, so is Tequila Sunset an event or a name?
I'm not sure. I think you were the event. Tequila sunset. You know, as opposed to a tequila sunrise, which is long gone.
Alright, but my real name is Harry. Harrier, but call me Harry.
No, that's just what your mother called you. Your real name is Tequila Sunset. Just embrace it, brother.
I mean, that is a fair point. Our names is just what our parents call us. How long did we party for?
Hours. It was an all-night drink-a-thon. Then, at some point, I think it was Sunday morning, you got belligerent and wanted to talk about Revacholian women.
But the whole motor carriage thing happened on Friday, I think. I think we're trying to establish a bit of a timeline here. Came on Friday. The motor carriage, the tequila sunrise happened on Friday. We partied all day Saturday, and then it was Sunday morning. Wanted to talk about Revacholian women, alright.
How they're beautiful and also whores and so on. How one of them fucked you real bad. After a short while, you crossed the event horizon, looked sullen, got up, and left without saying anything.
Now, yeah, I'm pretty sure it happened like that, so no, that's a story.
It was the greatest thing this fishing village has seen since Rosemary tried to use a crab to open his beer.
A live crab? Poor crab.
Aye, that was a classic too.
Did I tell you anything specific about the person that fucked me?
You were pretty vague about it, but you kept saying you got fucked real hard, and that we've all been fucked too.
No one's fucked me. I do the fucking around here.
Sure. Whatever you say, Rosemary.
Abigail.
Don't call Abigail. Abigail?
It seemed pretty painful, to be honest with you. If I had to guess, I'd say you're still working through some shit.
That's probably the whole thing that was hidden in our ledger thingamajig. Did I mention losing anything else?
Beside your gun and your badge, you said something about your hope or heart or something. To be honest, the details are a little hazy.
Yeah, through that alcohol-infused fog. Yeah, sure.
In retrospect, I guess you lost your motor carriage too? That's a big one.
Yeah, did I say anything about my colleagues?
You told us that they were a bunch of fucking losers whose main interest was cramping your style.
Mm-hmm.
It's more like you were cramping theirs.
Yeah. I was.
No specifics, though. It was more about you that night. You were the star of the show.
Alright, did I say anything about the case?
Yeah, you said it was no biggie and that you'd solve it in no time. And that you didn't need anyone to do it. You're doing it solo now.
He takes a strong quaff of his beer. Right, did you get a read on what kind of cop I was?
You kept apologizing for being such a bad cop. And for the damage you've inflicted on everyone around you.
I was a sorry cop. Okay.
You also kept pausing to knock the heel of your hand against your temples, saying, "Stupid, stupid, stupid."
Yeah, I can picture Harry doing that. All while wearing the expression. But did we talk about politics?
Yeah, you kept talking about how the coal mine owners were fucking us all over, just like that woman fucked you.
There's a lot of fucking going on.
I didn't agree with you, by the way. The spectral hand of the market makes sure everyone gets exactly what they deserve.
He takes a long sip of beer. I don't think I need to hear anymore. Thank you for the information, idiot doom spiral.
It's a hard thing for a man to confront his past. That's why I avoid mine at all costs.
Have you seen a red-haired woman named Ruby around here lately?
Can't really remember seeing any women after losing my keys.
It's a touchy topic. He hasn't got laid in ages. He really has no idea who this Ruby is, sire.
I see. Thank you, Droma. So what do you guys do around here?
We are saving the world.
He looks at his comrades. You don't look like you're saving the world.
Please. Please don't call. Don't call.
Begs the man in the pipe. Don't call Abigail.
Okay, we're drinking. We're drinking alcohol. That's what we're doing. I tried to save the world once, a long time ago, with enterprise, creativity, and willpower. But that didn't work out.
What did you do exactly? I kind of want to know.
So now, it's a pirate's life for me.
A pirate's life for me. You seem like you're characterized by your storytelling ability. Wanna tell me another one sometime?
Whoop-de-doo. So now I'm a fucking storyteller. Right, why not? Better than a beach bum.
Yeah, sure. Wanna tell me how you became Idiot Doom Spiral?
It depends, really. Are you willing to help me out?
Depends on with what?
The gleam in his eyes and the slouch in his posture is so incredibly familiar. You might get scammed here.
I have a feeling this is going to cost me a lot.
No, the reality of the situation requires a rather modest contribution. A little motivational package.
You want booze, don't you?
I don't want it, man. I need it. Can't tell stories without it. Dry stories are boring, see?
Well... Fine. Fine.
So, have you got anything for good old Idiot Doom Spiral? A bottle for a story. Seems fair to me.
Yeah, I don't have any on me right now.
Then I will see you again once you've procured some. Par exemple, my good friend Rosemary here sells all kinds of stuff.
All kinds, sir. Beer and wine.
Alright, be seeing you.
You too, Tequila Sunset.
So what's, don't call Abigail, what's your deal? grumbles an unshaven man with a ruddy nose. He narrows his eyes at you as if in recognition, and then turns his head away.
The noxious odor emanating from the drunken man is strong and familiar.
Yeah, that's probably how I smelled when we woke up Monday.
Don't you call her? Yeah! Don't call Abigail!
Who's Abigail?
Uh-huh. Abigail. Don't you fucking call Abigail.
You are stupid drunk.
You're not going to get anything out of this guy. He's too drunk.
Way too drunk.
Never thought you'd see such a thing in your life. But this guy's a little too drunk.
Why shouldn't I call Abigail?
He snorts and beckons you to lean in closer.
I'm gonna regret this. Lean in.
Don't call Abigail. Don't call Abigail.
His breath smells harsh like a toxic swamp as he whispers that to me. He waves his hand and as if shooing you away. Alright.
Don't call Abigail.
He whimpers softly, his voice trailing off into nothingness. I kind of want to call Abigail now. Who's Abigail? I don't know.
Good to see you, friend. Do I have deals set up for you, buddy boy?
He spreads his arms as if wanting to embrace you. What are you talking about?
So what do you want? I got smokes. They're cheap. Very cheap. I got Pilsner. Great deal. You won't get a better deal on that piss. Spirits I can let go for 300 real. I also have speed. And by speed, I mean amphetamine.
300 blue medicinal spirits. Can buy a pack of smokes. How do you get +1 intellect from smoking? Yeah, why does the bottle of spirits cost 300 real?
See, friend, it's real valuable. Worth every real, if you catch my drift. Got it from a bit of a business venture.
He brings out a 1-liter bottle with bluish liquid. The mouth is corked shut. 1 liter of blue medicinal spirits for 300 real. Okay, sure. Tell me more.
You know, it's funny actually.
He bursts out laughing, then takes 3 big gulps of his Pilsner and stares at you intently.
He's finding it difficult to focus his watery gaze.
What's funny?
What?
What do you mean what? What did you think was funny earlier?
This guy.
He says and shakes his index finger at you. Oh dear. Drunk people. Where did you get the bottle of spirits from?
Oh, this is medicinal spirits. The good stuff. Got it from the doctor's office.
You stole it, you mean?
I got one of those scientific ampoules a few months ago. Torpedo, they call it. It's supposed to keep a man from taking a drink.
He spits a nasty yellow clot on the ground before you.
Didn't stop me for shit, that's for sure. 5 lemons with half a pack of butter and you're good to go.
5 lemons with half a pack of butter. And you're good to go? That sounds fucking disgusting. That sounds dangerous and disgusting.
It was. In a week, the goddamn kidneys started giving me all kinds of help. Finally, the missus took me to a private doctor's office. Not a charity, the real thing. Those arseholes charged me 4 real to remove the damn thing. But I came out on top after all.
To remove what? The kidney? A kidney? But you came out on top after all. Okay, how?
The idiots left me alone in there. Now, I used to teach high school biology. I know what doctors use to preserve dead things.
He gets an excited gleam in his eyes. What doctors use to preserve dead things? Isn't that some mixture of formaldehyde or something?
It's like 3 cans of this blue medicinal stuff from the back room. Threw the snakes out and voila. What's left is this beautiful blue stuff. 98.7% almost pure alcohol.
He shakes the bottle. Why do I feel like if I drink that, I'll die?
2 I already sold to these fine gentlemen here. But this last one is yours for 3 real, if you want it.
Wasn't it 300?
Don't say it.
I think it will prove useful. Yes.
3 real and it's yours, friend. The deal of a lifetime.
Well done. You got it. That's a much more reasonable price right there. Makes sense now.
Yeah. Let's take it. I don't know what we're gonna use it for, but let's take it.
Just make sure to enjoy that one, friend.
I'm not.
Son, you will not kill yourself with this. Not today. So we're going to store this as a sellable item. Go sell it at the pawn shop for a profit.
Oh, I will, physical instrument. I will. But I'm also gonna buy a Pilsner, because I want that story.
Bottoms up, Captain.
He hands me an ugly brown bottle. So it's quite the business venture you've set up here.
Oh. The system's been good to old Rosemary here, and I'm milking her like a bitch goat in the backyard.
What you mean?
You see, friend, man makes his own luck, and I made mine real good. Got my hands on 3 bottles of liquor exquise, sold 2 to the fellows around here, and immediately invested the profit.
Mm-hmm.
Bought cigarettes, bought beer, even bought a bit of speed. And look at me now, I've got everyone on my hook.
He spreads his arms and smiles a crooked, toothless smile.
The hook. Where is it? I can't see it.
Looks like you're on your own hook too.
Of course, of course, of course. It is what it is, you know. What it's always been. People, buddy boy. It's the people.
The drunk raises his Pilsner and nods. Right, so, amphetamine?
Aye, by amphetamine I mean speed.
By amphetamine, I mean speed. I thought by speed you meant amphetamine.
Aye, that's what I said.
Right, got it.
Good, my man. Now what can I offer you?
Absolutely nothing. I have everything. I'm freaking off.
In the civilized world, it's a custom to tip the shopkeep, friend. But come back anyway.
He waves you off. Hey, I ain't tipping.
Tequila sunset.
Let me actually save first to make sure I don't give him the blue stuff.
Tequila sunset.
He nods in appreciation. I bought you some booze. I brought you some booze. I bought and brought you some booze. Will you tell me about your name now?
Of course. Drink first, story later.
Okay, fine. Here, I got a potent Pilsner.
Not much, but it will do.
Yeah, if you wanted better stuff, you should have said so. That's on you. He grabs the bottle from your hand and uncorks it immediately.
Hey, Spiral Boy, you gonna share that?
One of the other bombs interjects. No, I just bought that from you. Feck off.
Don't call Abigail.
Shut up, guys. I'm telling a story here. Something happened to you. Something happened to me, too. My actual name is George. But around here, you already know.
Idiot Doom Spiral. Yes, got it.
I was once a reasonably high net worth individual. A founder / junior partner at a high concept creative services agency. When my story begins, I had just landed a major contract with an insurance firm.
Do go on.
I used the profits from my agency to finance what I called a cultural incubator. Abstract value generation, value per person, high concept stuff.
Sounds like a lot of crock to me. But sure, do go on.
I developed the paradigm, worked within the paradigm, but the burden of leadership weighed heavily on me. So I went jogging every so often to keep myself sane.
Jogging or just walking actually can help to alleviate stress. And sometimes help with, when you're feeling down. Sometimes it helps to get a little bit of exercise of any kind in. So wait, how many people did you have working for you?
22 full-time employees, an all-star team, a potentially historical set of individuals. Worrying about them often kept me up well into the morning hours.
So did the jogging help you?
It did. With my trusty Sansarique tracksuit, I felt like I could conquer the world. But now dreams are worn thin, much like my tracksuit.
He says thoughtfully, brushing dust off his shit-stained pants. Alright, so what happened to you?
One day I left on my evening run. As you may know, it's impossible to clear your head when you're distracted by the sound of keys jangling in your pockets.
He shakes the bottle and makes a ringing sound.
His eyes are clouded, his dilated blood vessels encircling his irises like stinging brambles. His eyes are your eyes.
Thank you, conceptualization.
So I removed the key ring and put the keys for the front gate and the apartment into different pockets to stop the jangling, you see? At least, that was the plan. I was halfway done with my usual lap when it started to rain. The reality situation became very wet, very quickly.
How wet are we talking exactly?
It was a day not unlike this one here.
You both glance skyward, so not very wet.
I made my way back home and discovered that I didn't have the key to the front gate. I'd mixed it up with the key to the letterbox, which was useless.
Alright. So go back and get your front gate key.
Naturally, the situation required me to climb over the gate, which I did. There was no climbing down because I slipped and landed on my ass.
The situation did not require you to do that. That was a consequence of you choosing to do that. Also, ouch.
Ouch indeed. Reality was looking rather grim just then. Me lying on my ass in a mud pit in the middle of a heavy shower. But when life knocked me down, I always got up.
You get knocked down, but you get up again.
So I made my way across the yard. Standing in front of my apartment door, fumbling with my pockets, I realized that I'd also forgotten my apartment key.
Oh, you gotta be shitting me.
I wish I were, Tequila. I wish I were. Instead of my apartment key, I'd taken the key to the office.
And what then?
I rang my neighbors' buzzers. It was late, and most of them didn't even answer. Those who did assumed I was trying to sell them something and hung up before I could even explain the situation. People are naturally wary of ad men, you see. One moment someone chats you up, 5 minutes later you've bought a box of edible lingerie and a strap-on. I don't begrudge them, especially since I was known to be one of the best.
He pauses meaningfully. Okay, I think everyone hates getting cold called. That was such a menace, can you say that? Such a freaking big thing just a few years ago. Got cold called all the time. I never ended up with edible lingerie and strap-ons though.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Thank you, empathy.
Just then, I experienced a moment of clarity. I still had the key to my office. I could wait out the storm there. But when I reached my office, I remembered that I'd asked one of my producers to change the locks that day. And since I hired only the best, he'd already done it, and I couldn't get in.
Okay. Where are we going with all this?
Anyway, long story short, life spiraled out of control. I haven't gotten into my apartment for years, And my girlfriend left me because she didn't want to date a homeless man. The company, well, you see where I'm going with this.
Couldn't you just have called one of your employees? Have someone come by with the key to the office to the new locks? Have them let you in? I see a lot of ways you could have prevented this.
So, now you've heard my tragic tale. What do you think? Like nothing you've ever heard, huh?
He takes a long swig of his drink. Maybe that's why you're the idiot, Doom Spiral. Yeah, wait, is that it? I feel like there are some steps missing.
Tequila, I've thought about this series of events for a long time. If there was anything else to it, I would have thought of it by now.
I mean, you do realize all of this is your own fault?
I don't remember you being such a dick before, Tequila.
He takes a slow, despondent sip from his bottle, then looks out across the bay toward the glittering lights of La Delta at night.
That doesn't mean you're wrong, though. Anyway, that was all the tale one bottle gets you. Almost empty, this one.
Have you seen a red-haired woman named Ruby around here lately?
Can't really remember seeing any women after losing my keys.
Right, I already asked you about that.
It's a touchy topic. He really has no idea who this Ruby is, sire.
Yeah, why do you keep losing all your stuff?
Good fucking question, Tequila. If I knew the answer, you think I'd be hanging out on a beach in this formerly premium but now extremely dirty two-piece lycra tracksuit? I used to own my reality situation. My business buddies and I had our own creative services agency. I had a nice apartment, an even nicer piece of ass. But somehow it all got away from me.
'Cause you were infinitely stupid?
Now I can't hang on to anything. Just last week I stole this nice new jacket, but then I lost it too. The only things I haven't lost are these two drunks.
Yeah, the only things you want to lose are the things you can't lose.
You of all people should empathize with this. Perhaps this lost jacket is something you could help with?
What's this about a lost jacket?
Tequila, it's a verifiable tragedy. It was practically brand new. Sure, it didn't really go with my lycra threads, but it did itch a lot less. Say, you're a detective, right? Maybe you can help old Doom Spiral out. Solve the case of the missing jacket. What do you say, Tequila?
Sure. Where did you lose it?
If I knew where I lost it, don't you think I'd have it? I mean, maybe I was up by the boardwalk, or walking along the beach, or checking out the abandoned fish market.
There's a lot of places.
Somewhere north of here, that's for sure. You could ask around, see if anyone's seen it.
Yeah, what was the name of your agency again?
My agency, man. The Boom Boom Room. Our concept was combining high art with the lowest forms of marketing. The color red, breasts, and oil painting.
Okay, red, sure. Because, you know, red is kind of a warning color. We're kind of drawn to looking at things that are red. Breasts, sure, because, you know, sex sells. Oil painting?
I convinced my partners to reinvest some of our profits in an even more high-concept cultural incubator called Thin Air.
Thin
The
air.
artists were happy, the clients were happy. I was financing a group of poets in East Revachol who were developing a new universal poetic language. But then it all went to shit.
He looks toward the bay again. It sounds like you invested in nothing. In just things that's nothing.
If it sounds like it makes no sense, that's because it doesn't.
Oh, I think my thought is done. Yeah, it makes no sense. Thank you, logic. Mixing oil painting and breasts to make ads isn't high art, it's just cynical wankery.
Well, you know, sex sells. That's the first rule of advertising.
Yeah, but it's still tired. And it's so... it's so... so very tired, so very old. It's so... depressing to see it everywhere because I'm just so fucking tired of it all.
Maybe you're right. Who knows? Maybe we were behind the curve? We were fucking rich, though. That much I know.
Unfortunately, it still does work because, yeah. What's up with the tracksuit?
What? You've never seen 100% Lycra before? Go on. Feel that primo material.
The man extends his arm. Touch it.
Pretty nice, huh? This might be one of the last of its kind. Should probably be in a museum, honestly.
He takes another sip.
Good God. It's nearly impossible to describe how dirty this texture is. It's like rubbing two jellyfish skins together. You feel about 15% less human for having touched it.
Ew, that's a lot of goop.
Randomized trials have also found Lycra, TM, to be associated with a number of exotic, highly malignant cancers. So you also have that to look forward to.
Well, we all gotta die sometime from something.
And then there's the smell. But you don't even want to think about that.
Yeah.
Wow, you're lucky. He never lets me feel it.
Yeah. I wish you were the lucky one instead.
That's because your paws are fucking filthy, Rosie. We're right next to the bay. You could wash them anytime.
What about these other two weird drunk people?
My fellow members of the Union of Moribund Alcoholics? They're exactly what they look like.
A dealer and, wasted drunk?
Hey, tequila! You want to buy some speed?
No.
Shut the fuck up, Rosemary. He's a cop, remember?
I thought he was a cool cop.
Don't call Abigail.
And this is Abs. So yeah, that's basically us. We drink together.
Yeah, let me ask you about something else.
I'm all ears, Tequila.
Be seeing you. Doctors are idiots, buddy boy.
Guillaume Le Million.
Guillaume Le Million.
Bad news. Guillaume Le Million did not become a cop.
Okay.
In 38, he went on a tour to the Sinyao province in Safre, where he died of autoerotic asphyxiation. His body was found hanging from a decorative dragon tree in his junior suite, amid drug paraphernalia, unwholesome objects, and the Sylvia Trainer single, Wonderland, skipping in the background. And yes, you can take this as a metaphor for Revachol in the 30s, and also as a warning.
Maybe I should actually try and get rid of the expression then. So bonuses. +1 pain threshold. Blood oxygen is boring. All psyche learning caps raised by 1. All psyche, huh? That would be these. That's actually a good thing. Because now I could put another point into empathy and go and try and get through to Shitstain again. Because I need to go talk to that bastard anyway, because he lied to me about the armor. However, I do want to do the Kingdom of Conscience thing. I think this is the one I said I was gonna get rid of. Or I could just... Why get rid of a thought if it costs a point to either get rid of a thought or unlock? Might as well unlock. So we're gonna unlock. There, and then we're gonna think about the Kingdom of Conscience. Gonna... -2 half-light is what we're gonna get, and half-light is... threaten people. Yeah, we don't do that very often. Only gonna be for about an hour and a half, so we should be fine. And this was basically, heartache is powerful, but democracy is subtle. Incrementally, you begin to notice a change in the weather. When it snows, the flakes are softer when they stick to your worry-worn forehead. When it rains, the rain is warmer. Democracy is coming to the administrative region. The ideals of DeLorean humanism are reinstating themselves. Wasn't the church here? The Church of DeLorean Humanism? How can they not? These are the ideals of the Coalition and the Moralist International, Moralintern. These guys are the Signal Blue, and they're not only good, they're also powerful. What will it be like once their nuanced plans have been realized? I don't know, we're gonna find out. So he lost his jacket somewhere. It could be anywhere, could be at the fish market, could be along the coast, could be... My first thought was pull up the map. Then I realized I don't really have a map. Then I realized, well, I kind of do have a map. It's just not a very precise map. I'm here-ish, yes. Right next to the giant cracked egg and the firing squad. I'll just keep walking here. Let's see if we can find something. Got a toy shovel. A tree. Very unfortunate shape on the tree. Rust-eaten letters read Mazoot. Can jog to the other side. The rear tire of a motor carriage adorns these reeds. That's a Noland Van Sang. An unsuccessful model. Van Sang? Something 5? I don't remember what Van was though. Ooh, 1.5 real. 1.15. Not 1.5. This would be where the firing squad was? On the map? Feld Electrical Research and Development. Oh, I saw that. Necessity-driven architectural design at its finest. Let me see.
You see a once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years, but you can still make out Feld Electrical R&D.
All right. Yeah, I see that. And someone says no. And okay. Yep.
A slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now, only a shadow of peeled letters remains. It says, tomorrow is just a whisper away.
Tomorrow is just a whisper away.
Ah, yes. Their famous motto. A fine example of technological optimism from...
He says something, but the wind blows and you can't hear him. That looks like a not fully natural smile. Tomorrow is just a whisper away.
Ah, yes. Their famous...
Turn away. I'll get to you soon, sir. Another power box. It charges nothing for now. It's empty. We can get some money. And... what if... Oh, right. I was about to say, why is the tear not in my plastic bag? But that's not the tear. Evidence fractured bullet. Not gonna look through that yet. Not until Kim gets here. Can I? Oh, it's blue now. WD. Does that mean I can go back to the unfinished cinder block house and do the same thing? Does that mean I could have done that in the harbor place with the locked box there? Just break into stuff. The fence blocks the path. No way on from here. A lot of people and things to do here, though. And a ladder that I can't climb up on. Okay.
And Mikhail noticed the windows, especially with how there are no windows on the south side. This was to deal with.
A blond man stands next to his son, pointing to the weather-worn ruins. He sees you approaching and smiles.
You, officer, come to investigate the historic subtext of West Martinez? I was just telling my son about this building. Not many people appreciate the historic significance here. Very rich in hypertext.
Wait, hypertext?
Yes, hypertext. Young Carp and the collection of cultural hyperlinks.
Alright, but what's that about the windows before?
Oh yes, so Mikhail. They had to deal with monitor glare, especially in the summer. They still had vector monitors back then. That was 49 years ago. So they didn't have windows on the south wall.
Yeah, that's smart. Alright, you were talking about the building, go on.
Very important. Mikhail, say hi to the officer.
He rests his hand on the boy's shoulder. The child stays hidden behind the hem of his father's coat, clutching to his worm-themed coloring book.
Mikhail's a little tired today. We spent all night trying to run Orbis on his radio computer. Have you heard of it? It's a programming language used in Grad. Quite tricky, but he wanted to play this Grad-made adventure program. We've been getting really into worms lately.
What the hell is a worm?
The man speaks in the artificial cadence of a professor, or someone who's been on too many radio shows.
But I assume you're not here for giant worms when there are so many real things to see. Just as I was telling Mikhail before, this is where the Coalition landed in 08. We could be standing on what is the most interesting landmark in Revachol West.
He points to the building again.
This man is your half-brother. You feel it. But why?
Esprit de corps, esprit de corps. That was basically police thingies. Half-brother.
Well, get a load of this guy. He really enjoys his trivia.
As do we.
The Orbis programming language was named after its inventor, Victor Orbis, a cybernetician from Grad. They run Vox in the Occidental countries.
You look like someone who has money. Do you have any money? We're not gonna say that. We're actually picking up quite a bit of money. For now. What's so fascinating about an empty old building?
Aha! But it's not just any empty old building.
He raises his hand to his eyes to shield himself from the pattering rain. All three of you turn to admire the mural before you.
What not a lot of people know is this used to be the R&D department of Felt Electrical. And Felt, which now sells ink cartridges mostly, was once a top dog in the turn-of-the-century cybernetics boom.
I think most people know that it used to be the R&D department of Feld Electrical. It says so. The other stuff though, okay?
Hold on. What's R&D?
Research and development. Look at the building. Well, wait, Encyclopedia doesn't know that? Challenging failure. Encyclopedia failed. I agree. Damn. Wait, what's an R&D department?
Apologies, it's an acronym for research and development. They don't use it anymore.
They don't? He smiles brightly, laugh line around his eyes. Why don't they use it anymore?
You're probably more familiar with RTD, Research and Technological Development.
Ah,
Mea culpa. You are not familiar with that one either. This man is a bookhead.
good. Look at the building looming over you.
It looks old and weathered, with seagulls picking apart its stone and metal carcass. Bushy undergrowth has taken hold of the collapsed rooftop. Some kind of bird has set up a nest on a broken windowsill.
You know, I don't think I've ever heard of this Feld Electrical.
That's not surprising. Only a vestigial ink cartridge and ferrotape manufacturer remains.
He adjusts his suit jacket.
They started out as a midway electronics outfit in Königstein 2 centuries ago. After an aggressive move to Revachol, Feld became a global player in the emerging personal electronics market of the pre-revolutionary era.
Right? We're here to solve a murder, but right now we're getting a lesson in a company past its prime from a professor?
Still, Tricentennial was beating them in business machines. But Feld had an ace up their sleeve. Or should I say, they were developing an ace up their sleeve? I'm mixing my metaphors here.
So what was that ace?
It was here in Martinez, possibly in this very building, that they developed prototypes for a tape computer.
Tape computer?
An elegant folding mechanism of rollers and ferrotape ribbons, portable enough to be a take-it-home solution. Revolutionizing business machines, possibly even bring them to the average consumer.
Oh, that sounds like this didn't happen though, or did it?
Which is a feat of engineering even today's giants, Rehm, ICN and ZAM, haven't achieved yet.
He grins, admiring the sentence he just produced. So what happened?
Indeed. What?
The revolution!
The boy wipes his nose on his sleeve.
Unfortunately, their moonshot project never made it to the market. Feld's move to Revachol backfired. The revolutionary government liquefied their assets and expropriated those very advanced prototypes. Possibly from this very building, or one of the adjacent ruins.
He pauses, pointing to the other building, and then continues.
All of this was built by Feld, even the boardwalk. Wild Pines built Martinez proper as a resort for their middle management. Feld built this side of town for R&D.
You're saying that Feld Electrical built this boardwalk?
Yes, they even built a pleasure wheel, but that got destroyed in the war.
Mm-hmm.
A wheel!
The kid looks wistfully at the horizon, as if picturing gondolas rising to the sky.
Yes, to lure in their star engineers. This part of Martinez was nothing but reeds before Feld arrived. They had to make the prospect of living here attractive. It was supposed to become a global center for innovation in cybernetics. But history had other plans.
History getting in the way of everything. So what happened to the engineers, to the company people?
Oh, I'm afraid it didn't end well for the boys. But this story is a bit too dark for little Mikhail here. Now, if you were to ask about tape computers...
He smiles again, as if he's somehow personally responsible for this bleak turn of events. It didn't end well for them, I guess, since the revolutionary government liquidized their assets and took everything. I guess they either forcefully recruited them into their war, basically. Well, maybe that's what the firing squad on the map was about. Either join us or get shot down. Could be what happened.
Wait, is he saying that we should just bypass the excesses of the revolution?
You know, I think we coddle children too much. Turn to Mikhail. He means they all died at the hand of the communists.
Officer, I told you this chapter of history wasn't on Mikhail's curriculum yet. Let's keep this kid-friendly.
The world isn't kid-friendly. So don't, let's not shield and coddle them too much. They need to know the real world, or they're gonna be wholly unprepared for it.
The boy looks first at you, then back at his father, confused.
So what did the revolutionaries do with these advanced tape computers?
They used them for military communications, but also to write and send out press releases. The most notorious example being Le Décret de Mars.
Mars Decree? What was that? What was that?
What's the Mars Decree? I mean the radio transmission sent out to news agencies and world governments by the newly created Commune of Revachol on the 7th of March in the year 02.
A short-lived legislative foundation for a short-lived utopia.
It's a beautiful piece of text, actually. A singer-songwriter I know, Charette, called it a love poem to Revachol on her political concept album, Bon Baiser dans ce Lind. You should read it. Every local library in Revachol stocks a copy of the decree.
I don't think we've seen a library yet, though. We've seen a bookstore. So if I ever find a library, sure, I'll check it out.
I tried to get Mikhail to memorize it. Tried to. Someone was much too interested in worms to be paying any attention.
Happens at that age.
The kid takes a peek at the green and silver worm on the cover of the book, already forgetting about this part of the discussion.
So how did those tape computers work? Do they work like radio computers?
Actually, no one knows. No one even knows what a computer made entirely of tape would look like. But word has it, they were very elegant. Exquisite, alien-looking turn-of-the-century hardware.
He raises his finger, remembering something.
Buckle up.
10 years ago, I did a little freelancing, I guess you could say. I was a special consultant for an exhibition at the Wompty Dumpty Dum Center in Vredefort, Oranje. It raised the same questions, and we had lengthy discussions with Paul Ockerman, who was head curator at the time. This was before the twins Keith and Guy Juice joined the team, trying to...
Wompty Dumpty Dum Center. Wompty Dumpty Dum, Wompty Dumpty Dum. That's a funny name.
Wait, did he just say Wumpty Dumpty Dums?
Yes, he did.
What the hell is a Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center? And who the hell are Keith and Guy Juiced?
Yeah, okay. The Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center? Paul Ockerman? Keith and Guy Juiced? What are you talking about?
The Wompty Dumpty Dum Center for Contemporary Arts. The exhibition itself drew on Lagerman's notion of memory, and so there were some parallels. That's why the head curator, Paul Ockerman, chose to...
Come on, there's no place called the Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center of Arts.
In fact, I'm not. The Wompty Dumpty Dum Center is a place you can visit if you're ever in Vredefort and are ever in the market for an exhibition space / contemporary art research center.
Wumpty Dumpty Dum. We actually got a thought about that. The Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center. -1 suggestion. It is Wednesday evening and something heinously exciting is underway. People have gathered beneath the billowing roof of an oddly shaped trophy building, sipping wine and exchanging opinions. 29-year-old Wonder Twins Guy and Keith Juiced are the stars of the show, with their bomber jackets and white sneakers, head curators of this art exhibition. It's the Wumpty Dumpty Dummiest event of the year, and all the cool kids have RSPV'd. Where are you if you're not there? Yeah. I'm so very curious to internalize that thought. So very curious. If we get another skill point, sure.
But perhaps I should return to the tape computers. As I was saying, the device itself was very elegant, fragile even. One could write directly on the tape using a special chemical solution. The machine would then analyze the handwriting, perform operations, and project output onto a white screen. It was a beautiful, delicate thing.
I see.
Made of black film and folding tape structures.
Cool.
Very, very cool. Though I understand the socio-economic causes of the revolution, it pains me to imagine the revolutionaries setting fire to this precious device. But so they did. The felt playback experiment vanished into the fires of '07.
Wait, the felt playback experiment?
Yes, the official name of the prototype. Some sources report it as the felt playback experience, but those are incorrect.
So why did the revolutionaries destroy it?
Who knows? Maybe it was an accident, or maybe they didn't want the technology to end up in the wrong hands. Either way, they're all gone now. All 3 versions of the prototype. Nothing but debris and ashes remain inside that building.
He takes a step back. The boardwalk creaks mournfully in the wind. Alright, but I wanted to ask something else.
But of course, what else?
He smiles and ruffles his kid's head. I'm actually looking for a suspect. Have you seen anyone suspicious around?
No, I'm afraid I can't help you with this one, officer. It's just a regular day off for me and Mikhail here.
He pats his son's head.
There's something friendly and familiar in how he says that. A day off.
Mm-hmm.
He's telling the truth. He hasn't seen anyone.
Alright, great. Thank you for all the interesting information, he says without a trace of sarcasm. Because that was interesting information.
No, thanks to you for having me and little Mikhail here to pick your brain. A very interesting conversation indeed.
Even the bit about the communists?
Pick your brain. If anything, this was rather one-sided. He did the talking. Whatever.
Okay. So, is there a way into this building? Because it sounds like it could be... There could be very cool stuff in here. Bars cover these long, dusty windows. There's a slit in the concrete here. A sewer? Maybe? Okay, so there's a sewer there. I don't know what was with the dramatic zoom in, but there's a sewer there. Oh, can I somehow get around here? See, there's... This means I can get in here somehow. Maybe from the other way. The other side. Payphone? Someone must have worked hard to smash the plastic dome. Quick travel unlocked. Church. I'm unlocking all sorts of quick travel. Wait, it said quick travel? I said quick travel, so it must have said quick travel. Didn't it say fast travel before?
A metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. You could use it to call someone, unless you're out of change.
Pick up the handset.
You hear the tone. The machine is inoperable.
Sure, put 10 cents in and dial a random number. From the top of my head, I guess 0052403
Calling. Still calling. This feels wrong. Should you be doing this?
Probably not, and I get the feeling that's not a random number.
End of tone. Someone picks up.
Pierre? Is that you, Pierre?
The voice is female and sounds about 100 years old. No, this is not Pierre.
Do you have any news about Pierre?
Who's Pierre?
He's my sister's grandson. He used to visit me as a lad. Fine young man. But who are you then? A salesman of some sort? Modern goods are rubbish, and I can't afford them anyhow. It's a shame what you did to our country.
The woman moans and the phone lines howl in unison with her. I'm not a salesman. I was just calling a random number and you somehow ran with it.
This is because we are bred to be leaders. I can hear the common or mixed background from your voice.
I called a racist old woman.
I just so wanted to it to be Pierre. Have a pleasant evening, prankster.
Have a pleasant evening, racist old woman.
Disconnect tone.
Sure, we'll dial another random number. This time 005-5117-912.
Calling. Still calling. Again? Seriously?
Yes, again, authority.
Someone with a masculine voice picks up.
Hello, Gerard speaking.
Oh.
Hello, Gerard. Technically speaking, you're electricity.
Yeah, isn't that kind of weird? That whenever you call someone, you're not actually listening to their voice. You're not listening to someone's voice. You're just listening to electrical signals that are kind of somehow, through the wonders of technology, mimicking the voice. It's fucking weird. Is electricity there? I need to speak with electricity, please.
No, but I got a feeling I'll kick your ass is gonna make an appearance if you ever call this number again. Have a good one, asshole.
Likewise, Gerard.
Phone hanging up. Disconnect tone.
Oh, we're gonna dial another number. 005-9977-313.
Calling. 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 Still calling. Still calling.
Stop calling me, man.
Someone picks up. The voice on the other end is slightly hysterical.
I'll get you your money, alright? I just need till tonight. Let me work.
Oh, should I... Number 2 and 3 is basically messing this guy up. But we could all be a bit kinder to each other. That's for sure. You seem to be in some sort of trouble. Maybe I can help you. I'm a police officer.
The phone gets hanged up fast as lightning.
Of course.
All you hear is a little shuffle of nylon as the hand moves on the other end. Disconnect tone.
Right, let's dial another number then. This time 1111313.
Calling.
I'm tired.
A man answers fast this time. His voice is hoarse from cigarettes. You hear typing in the background.
Sounds like he hasn't talked to anyone in quite a while.
What are you tired of?
Writing. I hate writing so much. But I have to get back to it.
Ah, you've been having writer's block.
The man disappears with a sigh. You do not hear the customary disconnect tone, just silence in the handset. The machine is still waiting for you to dial a number. Seems like it did not have time to swallow the coin. This sometimes happens.
Oh,
Lucky you. The call went too fast for the payphone to register. You can still make a new one without paying.
+1 white morning, +1 sorry cop. Okay, dial a random number with my eyes closed.
You close your eyes and put your index finger on the rotary dial.
Ooh.
Then pull down on the number. Then move one up and repeat the motion twice.
I didn't know it was a rotary dial. I haven't seen one of those since I was yay high. Very yay high.
Strange. This is not how you started before.
Wait, what did I just do?
You dialed 001. This is not the area code of Revachol. It is another destination on another Isola. Some far-off nation-state.
Huh.
005 is Revachol, ZOC. 001 is Grad, on the Gradian Isola, where the telephone was invented. The next two digits you dial are the area code for the city of Mirova.
Keep dialing.
414447. The rotary dial feels cold from the sea air.
Why do I feel like this is a number we actually know? Keep dialing.
1117361. Your fingers keep moving like a spider every time the ring rotates back with a little ring of metal, like a bell tolling.
There's more?
Yes. 451 67451. You are going deeper now, into some unknown place, far away from this island of matter and its telecommunication networks.
That is a long-ass phone number.
451. You have dialed God knows how many numbers. The headset has been waiting silently to relay a signal. Surely nothing can come of this, you think. But it does. A connection. An ultra-long distance call. Your air fills with a crackle, the wash of a strange ocean full of white noise. A little bird starts ringing in there, not like the local calling tone before. No, a small ring in a cage of distortion, far away. A distant network of phones.
What's going on?
Calling. Calling in the night. The saddest sound in the world. Calling still. The handset starts slipping from your sweaty palm. Your breathing is heavy.
I'm not gonna hang it up. I am too invested. Let it call more.
Calling. 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 Calling still. Then the ocean breaks. Out of the depths, a woman's voice emerges. Small. The dearest thing you've ever heard.
Hello?
She sounds sleepy and creepy. Well, that's not her fault. Hello. She hums, her voice warm from sleep.
Who is this?
Who is this?
Dora. Who is this? The connection is bad.
She is still confused. Of course she is.
In the distorted distance, you hear someone turning next to her. Bed springs rattle.
Is someone there?
No answer. You're not sure, but you think you hear a man's voice in the background. It's covered in pain and white noise.
Let's be creepy. Your voice is beautiful.
No. It's you, isn't it? It's you.
Oh dear. I'm a revolutionary servant of humanity. I will free mankind and abolish the classes. I will raise the dead. Or just, I want to die.
What?
It takes a second for her to realize what you said. I want to live with you. Let's be ultra creepy.
Oh no. Is that you?
Her voice sounds like she's waking up now. Still plaintive, tired.
This is too much. You need to recede.
A creature is a creature. I wish I was the wind.
Oh no, not this. What time is it?
I'm a revolutionary servant.
You're not a revolutionary, Harry. You're drunk.
So this is the woman who fucked us over, according to Tequila Sunrise. Actually, we're not drunk. For once. And that was a bit too... I need more morale healy thingies.
You only have 2, maybe 3 things left to say before the change runs out.
I'm not drunk or high, I'm just hurt. Why does it hurt to talk to you?
Oh God.
Their silence, it's heavy as tin. The white noise howls. Say nothing.
Do you know what time it is? It's so late here.
Sounds like she's looking for a clock on the nightstand.
It's 4 o'clock, Harry. I need to wake up in 2 hours.
8 hours ahead? Alright. So she definitely moved on. You want a party? Nah. You're in Mirova, right? How did Harry know that long-ass number? Have you been a stalker, Harry? Have you been keeping tabs on Dora? That's what she said her name was, right? I want to talk about me. Who am I? You sound like you know me.
What do you want to talk about that we haven't talked about already?
This is bad. You feel your right hand on the handset cramping up with pain.
I am the law. I'm a detective. I am doing a case. There's a hanged man. No, my heart hurts. I'm gonna have a heart attack. I'm the law. We're gonna be just lean into the weird.
She does not answer anymore.
I'm gonna solve it.
Harry.
Disconnect tone. The machine ran out of money.
And we just slammed it down in anger. Sure, dial the long number again.
You dial the number again. 26 pulls of the rotary dial. The machine eats the coin, and a terrifying ocean of distance rustles in your ear.
Man, we have gone full stalker mode.
In the middle of it, a familiar ring. Small, distorted.
I should not have called her back.
Calling. Calling.
But I need to know about me.
Calling. 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 It looks like she does not want to pick it up, Harry. Stop scaring her.
Why?
Come on, you know why.
Hang up.
The headset lands in the cradle with a clank.
Okay. Okay. A little bit more information about Harry. Kind of. I'm guessing this is just a dead phone, a smashed receiver, like someone hung up too hard, kind of like Harry did. Harry, you've done a fine mess of everything. And it keeps raining, then snowing, then raining. Where are we going? A kick drum pulse. The music is coming from somewhere on the ice? You feel the shadow of a very large building fall on you. The church of the thingy. The sign reads Sambrun 1147. Dusty pews in the shadows. Many seem to be missing. And money. Someone's dropped tithe, maybe? An altar shrouded in dark. Or something like that. It's too dark to tell. I guess we get experience points just by checking things out?
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in stark contrast to the padlock, carelessly drilled into the wood.
Inspect the carpentry.
The carving on the door is block-like and angular, like the church itself. Two large beams shoot downwards, sinking into the wood before they reach the threshold.
Run your hand over a beam.
The surface is smooth from the wind, but moist to the touch.
Take a closer look at the padlock.
This cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It shackles together a hasp and a staple screwed into the wooden door. The lock is adorned with a yellow sticker. It'll be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, that sticker is interesting, somehow.
Well, interfacing, let's take a look at the sticker then.
You see a yellow circle with 2 X's and a big curve below them that looks like a mouth. You're pretty sure you haven't seen it before, but what the symbol depicts is clear enough. A smiling dead guy. The curve makes it smile, and the X's make it dead. There is something blindingly modern about this symbol. Its modernness puts to shame everything you've seen before.
What makes it so modern?
It's the contrast between the cheery, chemical yellow and the rigor mortis. As if the cheery guy didn't know he was dead, or the dead guy didn't care that he was. Either way, you get the sense the forces of future are at work here.
Okay, so take another look at the boring padlock, but just for absurdity's sake.
This cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It shackles to... It'll be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, that sticker is interesting, somehow.
Let's try and peel off the sticker.
There's nothing like the sound of a sticker unpeeling. Now it's stuck to your thumb.
Should I put it in my ledger or on my ledger? Put it in the ledger, after the last entry where it belongs.
Looks like today was a gold star day.
Oh, secret task complete. Style your paperwork. Cool. Inspect the staple.
The padlock passes through a staple that's been hastily attached to the wood. Closer inspection reveals that one of the screws is not a screw at all, but a nail. The work has been done recently and is unprofessional, to say the least. Should you want to get through, it might be easier to just pry the whole thing off.
I mean, sure. Do I want to break into the church? It's abandoned, so sure. We're probably gonna... Wasn't the church one of the sniper points? Possible sniper points? Boardwalk, Island, Land's End. No, it wasn't. Okay. I thought it was. Found a bullet in the washerwoman's shack about Ruby. Okay. Find the idiot's jacket. Around the boardwalk. Maybe at the abandoned fish market? We haven't gotten to the abandoned fish market yet. So, do we want to... Sure. Apply some official force.
A minute or so of mauling away at the lock has led to no success. The pry bar in your hand has given you 0 mechanical advantage.
I am disappointed in you, physical instrument. I thought we could do this. Bad physical instrument.
The doors remain unchanged, closed with a padlock.
Rattle the doors to see if they open. They won't, but we'll rattle them anyway.
Nothing happens, only the sound of the padlock rattling against the door.
Okay, we're gonna leave then. We did get another skill point there, so that's nice. So, one skill point is definitely gonna go to unlocking one of these. Because I wanna have the Wumpty Dumpty Dome Center. That thought, whatever the hell that's gonna give me. There are people to the west. And also theory that we can get into the felt building from there somehow. Or maybe through here-ish somehow. Oh? A box of stuff? A box of money? And also hopefully this way lies the fish market. No boat in the boathouse today. No, oversized superstar sunglasses. And some magnesium. Morale healing. Just what I needed. Go back. The boathouse is shoddily constructed. A strong breeze might blow it over. Then again, it's soon time for bed. So we're gonna get healed anyway. Don't rightly know exactly where we are now, but it's fine. Ancient paint is peeling off the roof of this shaded bench covered in rust. Another gate? Another mural?
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other.
Even more bullet holes. Something has definitely happened here. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Lieutenant Obvious?
The density and spread of these bullet holes is surprising. This takes a lot of bullets. Fully automatic rifle fire.
So, why so many bullet holes? +1 bullet holes on the plaza. Backyard. Know about the revolution. Know about felt electrical.
A row of ghostly shades stand facing the wall. There are many of them. A dozen at least. Their heads lowered and eyes blindfolded. It's quiet. No sound. No movement.
Firing squad. Like we saw on the map. So this, I'm guessing, might be the company boys from Felt Electrical.
10 meters away, other shades are lined up in an orderly manner. Automatic rifles primed. A gust of wind blows by. The coats of the firing squad flap slowly in the breeze. A single person stands on the side. Snowflakes fall on the wooden planks and the surrounding sand dunes, covering the land with the white of innocence. A long time has passed since the moment of this fusillading. Rain and brine have since washed all the blood away. Not a trace remains.
What is this?
The abundance of bullet holes leads to two options. Either an inordinate amount of executions were performed here, or they did not use a conscience round, where only one soldier has the loaded rifle. Looks like this was a mass execution with everyone fully armed.
Look at the people against the wall.
A host of men, probably in everyday clothes, ragged from the conflict and covered in dust. They were not sitting, a common practice for executions in some nations, as demonstrated by the height level of the bullet holes. They stand, facing the wall. It's impossible to discern any details about their personality or background. Ordinary people, familiar, each and every one of them.
Who were they?
Comrades, the forsaken, the wretched, who tried to rise against the horrors of the world.
Alright, so take a look at the line of soldiers.
7 men in combat uniforms and dark coats, holding automatic rifles aimed at the people. Soldiers from some side, but from which one?
Look at the person standing on the side, giving the orders.
The commandant, the one who gives the order. Machine gun fire crackling through the air. The lights of the muzzle flashes dancing on his face.
So who was who in this execution? I need to understand.
I'm just a representation of your mental faculties, piecing together any available information. You should probably ask the lieutenant.
Alright.
A cold sea wind blows away the figures.
Well, that was cheery. Very cheery, very bright, very fun. 7 minutes until we can go to bed and get Kim back so we can maybe get some strides in the investigation. Maybe actually move along. Move ahead. Oh. Also, until we have to make him disappointed with the whole motor carriage through the ice thing. Not looking forward to that. Fallen Peepo. What? The small wire framing inside this futuristic looking Faln peepo hat gives it the aerodynamic shape of a swoop skier's helmet, but none of its protective qualities. Covers the wearer's ears and eyebrows to bring down the drag coefficient. And gain logic but lose perception. I like my perception. So I like my perception where it is. We're gonna keep the perception. Well, that was a lot of fun. We got to learn a lot of things. Didn't really find anything about Ruby, but that's because we didn't go back to the old washerwoman. We're gonna do that tomorrow when Kim is back. For now, going to leave this here. Tomorrow's gonna be full of fun things to do. Anyway, thank you for stopping by and spending some of your time with me. I appreciate it. Please take care of yourself, be kind to others and to yourself, and I'll see you next time.